Hello, Gemini. It's EJ with your reading from July 1st to the 7th of 2024. Now, we already have some cards laid out. We have movement, choice, and decisions. We have firm foundation, financial and material changes, and patience. Patience, probably not a good word for us, right? So let's start with movement, choices, and decisions. That's a number 2. And that card talks about it's time of movement and changes, and there's choices, right? It's having the determination to move forward, to make decisions, whether it's your money, your business, your finances, or just say money, right? Your relationships, whatever it is. But it's also a part of remembering how important it is for you to be flexible, okay? Also being flexible, okay? Now, I do feel like there is going to be some type of a partnership, or there might be a job opportunity presented itself to you. There is something here that is coming up that talks about either a job offer, promotion, or a partnership of some sort. But again, there's a lot of movement, there's choices and decisions that need to be made, okay? And I feel like the more time that you take to make these decisions and choices, the longer, it's going to take you to move forward, moving towards your goals, whatever that might be for you, okay? But it is a physical move that we're talking about. And I feel like there's a lot of changes that are coming out. And I feel like they're not coincidences. They are aligned for you to happen. It's a positive change. And it's large. It's not something small. Okay, so I really feel like the decisions that you're going to make. So if there's opportunities that are going to be presented to you, or offers, I feel like it's really time for you to evaluate that. But what I do like, that what's showing up is that you have the firm foundation. So these movements, right, these positive movements that are pushing you forward is definitely leading you to a firm foundation. And it is a physical move, okay? So whatever that looks like for you guys, there is a physical move. I feel like you've been doing this or building this up for quite some time, and I feel like now you're gonna have a better chance, okay? I feel like it's now allowing you to have that financial stability, or even just having stability in your near future, okay? Now I feel that I just feel like maybe you're investing time or money in something, and I feel like that's allowing you to move towards something solid, okay? Now, let's move on over to financial and material changes, which is a 5. Okay, so that represents changes, but it also talks about challenges, okay? And usually when there's a very big shift and change, and I always say this, I had this conversation with my son, who's a Leo, who got promoted, but the manager, long story short, I said, there's always going to be a challenge when there's a huge blessing. Now, you need to overcome that challenge with the confidence, okay? Overcome that with faith and confidence, and just keep moving forward. Don't sit and dwell on what was said or what was done, but it's a time of movement. It's a time of positivity, okay? It's a time of faith. So with this, you might have, some challenges or even some concerns. But this talks about, in order for you to be able to move forward, right, and get through the difficult period, is to have faith, okay? Now, while you go through this transformation, it's good to understand the decisions and choices that you've made that led you to where you're at, and understanding that certain decisions you had made in the past, what did you learn from that, so that you don't take it moving forward, okay? So it's about avoiding mistakes for the future, really, but moving along in a positive way. Now, we have patience, because a lot of us want to just go ahead and rush into things, right? And patience it's a need of self-control and adjustment, and being flexible and creating a balance. I feel like that's important for you to so that you can set up a path of success. Okay. Now, if we just go on and just do it and not really think about, okay, are we making the same mistake that we did in the past? Because I feel like some of you are wondering that, right? If you take this opportunity or if you move forward with this idea, is it going to lead you to the same results? Okay. Now you need to think about the new path, the new journey, this new opportunity, right? What's different from this one than the one in the past is what you got to really look at and weigh that pros and cons. Okay. Now I do feel that, it's just this card is just, it's just a reminder of you to really open up your heart and your mind and really allow yourself to listen to your intuition and really have that perspective in your mind. And really, it's a time of really reaching into your faith, right? That sense of renewal, having that being grounded, staying balanced, and being sensible. Okay, it's a time of being sensible and moving forward, but moving forward in moderation, right? Not full force, let's do this type of energy, right? Let's think about the first step and how that impact, what that's going to entail and how it's going to impact, right? Now let's go to the second step, kind of doing that sort of a thing, like a plan of action, if you will, and then checking off, or like a list, right? Checking it off as you go. But let's go ahead and see what Spirit has for you. All right, Divine Universe, Holy Spirit. Now, while I was shuffling before the reading and tuning into your energy, I had the Strength card. I saw the Strength card image. I didn't see the card, the image about having the strength and courage to persevere. And then I saw like a decision choices about moving forward, like looking behind you and saying, that's the past. I've learned from that past. It's not coming with me to the future. Okay? Divine Universe, Holy Spirit, and Guardian Angels, what messages do we have for Gemini, the zodiac sign of Gemini, July 1st to the 7th of 2024? And I really do feel like you guys are really wanting that firm foundation, right? That we see here. But again, there's going to be choices and decisions and movement forward. It's about doing it patiently, right? Not rushing into things. And yeah, there are going to be some changes, and we'll see what that looks like for you. All right, Spirit, what does Gemini need to know? July 1st to the 7th of 2024. What does Gemini need to know? What does Gemini need to know, please? I feel like some of you really like sneakily want to sneak away. Like just pack up your stuff and go is what I'm seeing. Spirit, what does Gemini need to know, please? Zodiac sign of Gemini, please. Let me go ahead and shuffle because these cards are being weird. There's like a ton of them that want to come out, so we just need to shuffle a couple more times. All right, Spirit, what does Gemini need to know? Zodiac sign of Gemini, please. What do they need to know? I feel like some of you guys are holding on to past experiences, and that's not allowing you to move forward. It's keeping you stuck for some of you. What does Gemini need to know, please? Zodiac sign of Gemini. What do they need to know? And I feel like some of you feel like there's a lot on your, like there's a lot that weighs upon you, right? And I feel like that's not allowing you to move forward as well. Because I feel like there's a lot you feel like there's a lot at risk in order for you to make decisions that will help you move in a positive way. But you don't want to repeat the past. So that kind of keeps you stagnant. That's what I'm seeing here. All right, Spirit. Okay. We have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is things manifesting for you. That's news. That's movement forward, right? In a positive way, because we want to move. We want to have something better for yourself. But, you know, I do see something exciting happening, you know, and I really feel like you need to stay grounded. And so that you are able to make decisions, because you're going to have to think pretty quickly in order to move forward with this, in order for this progress to happen. Now, I said think pretty quickly, but not act quickly, okay? Those are two different things. We need to be very patient with the process. Now, I do see that some of you have been working at something for a very long time, and all of a sudden there's results and there's, you know, maybe you've been looking for work, or maybe you've been building a business, maybe you've been working on a relationship. There it is, right? But you also have the Knight of Pentacles. So Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus energy. And with this Knight of Pentacles, it's all about slow moving energy, right? But it's things that are manifesting for you. A new journey, new investments. Things are definitely coming to fruition for you, okay? Now, I just feel like you do need to be responsible in making good decisions here, okay? So when I say be responsible, I mean take your time. Not too much time, but take your time as you move forward, because I feel like in order for you to have a solid foundation, you're going to have to really not rush into things, because sometimes when we rush into things, we miss the finer print, right? We miss the fine print. We're like, yes, yes, yes. And then, oh, wait a minute, there was a clause, and that could be your challenge, okay? So again, decisions, some news is going to come in, some decisions that are going to help you move forward and, you know, moving towards a solid foundation. And it's showing here, this is something that you want, okay? Now, these are long term. This isn't something that is going to be something, you know, for 3 months or whatever. It's a long term commitment, okay? What else, Spirit, for Gemini? What else for Gemini, please? What else does Gemini need to know? What else does Gemini need to know, Spirit? What else does Gemini need to know, please? Okay, we have the Star card, and it's about having faith. A Star card is the Aquarius energy, but it's about having faith, having balance, right? And knowing that everything is going to work out in the way that it should, in the timing that it should. So again, not rushing into things, even though things you're going to have to make decisions, but you know, moving in moderation and thinking about each step as you move along, okay? And the Star card is like, you know, have faith, have hope, know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Things are going to work out for you, and again, it's going to work out in a long run, okay? So you do have the Hangman. It's funny because the Patience card, right? And the Hangman, even though the Patience card is Sagittarius, or you know, it's the Temperance, the Hangman is about being patient, and it's about letting go, surrendering of a certain way of thinking and believing, okay? Acting, you know, but your actions, it's a need of a new perspective, because some of you do feel trapped, some of you do feel limited, some of you are just not comfortable about making these types of decisions, and that's why I saw that it weighed heavy on you. And I feel like this is saying you will be enlightened through this process and you will make the decisions, but we need to let go of certain things that you're holding on to, right? Certain beliefs, patterns, behaviors. All right, what else for Gemini, please? This is interesting. What else for Gemini, please? And I do feel, again, you're going to have to make some choices and decisions, but I feel like you feel trapped, like you're like, oh, what? I have to make this decision, you know, for all of us, like, really? Like, yeah, it does have to do with finances. Let's put this here. That's where it goes. So news that comes in about money, or progress that comes in about money, about your stability, okay? Because the Ten of Pentacles is not just finances, it's your stability, your solid ground. But I see something coming in that brings job security or financial security. Again, here it is, that firm foundation. So you are moving towards a firm foundation. This is something that you really want, and it's been happening very slowly for you, but it is coming about, okay? What else, Spirit? But I do feel like we need to release the doubt, the fear. I really feel it's more doubt than fear for you, okay? Now we have the World card that talks about a sense of completion, things changing, whatever, if you had blockages, those being removed and being able to move forward in a positive way and having confidence to have that desirable outcome, right? So let's change our perspective and say that we are confident, we are willing, we are capable, we are blessed, we are guided and protected in this journey, right? And all of the positive affirmations that you can think of. Let's switch the mindset, be enlightened through this whole change, because it definitely is bringing some changes to you. Now we do have the Death card. This is Scorpio energy, and it's about sudden changes, okay? And transformations. This could lead to a true blessing in disguise, as we see the cards surrounding it. Nothing seems weary about it. It all seems to be aligned with what Spirit is trying to tell you, okay? So letting go of what is not allowing you to move forward, allowing the blessing to come in, being enlightened through this transition, but being patient with it all, right? And moving forward in moderation, okay? And having that, being sensible. But it's all about having faith and believing that this change is a blessing, okay? Wow. We have the Nine of Pentacles, which talks about, again, really wanting to be independent. So I feel like a lot of you really want to have that financial independent, or even want to work for yourself, okay? Because that's what that looks like for me, okay? So I do see, this is saying to expect a positive change when it comes to your career, when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your business. It is coming. It is slow in the process, but you've been working really hard for this, and you're going to be very happy and comfortable with the outcome. But you definitely need to move forward, okay? And overcome any challenges, any difficult, any heartaches, any disappointments. So we need to overcome that and let it go. So if you've been experiencing, let's just say you've been looking for work and you've sent out 100 resumes and no calls. You always get the rejection email. No, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you. Well, this is saying be patient, because the right opportunity is going to be knocking at your door. If you've been working in a business and you've been like trying and you're not seeing the results, be patient, because it is coming and it's going to last a long time. It's not something short term. And then you have the Ace of Wands, where it says, yes, it's time for you to move forward. It's time for you to take that wand and take action to create your new journey, right? To create your new business, to create a new beginning or a new career or a new direction. Whatever it looks like for you, it's about taking action, but having the confidence and knowing that things are going to fall into place in a positive way. Your reading is, there's nothing of a challenge, but I'm picking it up because I do read intuitively, that could be hindering your process, okay? And maybe it's about, for instance, I'm going to give my example of trying to find work and not able to find work, right? Getting rejection notice, trying to build 2 successful businesses. One I've had this one here for 8 years, and it's been very slow in the growth. You all know, if you've been here a long time, it was stuck at a certain number for a long time. And it's not about numbers. It's about, and it is about numbers. Okay. I don't want to say that it isn't, because it is, because the more numbers you have, the more that you can make. I can't, and I'm going to be very transparent. Right now, the income revenue with this channel is about $200 a month. I can't live off of $200 a month. That doesn't even pay my car insurance or my cell phone bill. So yeah, maybe it's been slow in growth, and I'm okay. I'm still working at it. That's why I created the other business. For the other business, I can do craft shows or do markets, and I'm able to make some kind of money. I don't do them all the time because it's hot here in Texas, and the weather's unpredictable, and it usually gets canceled. And I usually have to drive 3.5, 4 hours away, and these shows are not cheap. They're like, $300 for one day or a weekend. It just depends. So it is expensive. So I would have to make that money plus gas money and time. And if I have help, that as well. So yeah, it does take time. And if you've been building something, you've been patient, but I see the end result is definitely going to be good. So I'm sorry that I went on that long explanation, but I wanted you to understand what Spirit is trying to tell you. And I know that that's what I'm going through too, right? So I know that I'm there with you. I'm walking side by side with you, and sometimes I want to throw in the towel and be like, I can't do this no more, because it's time consuming and nothing. I'm not getting anything out of it, right? If you read the comments, one subscriber said, "Oh, I unsubscribed to many commercials." Well, I don't set the commercials. First of all, YouTube does, and that's how I make the money. So I'm sorry, but that's how it is. So Six of Pentacles, something is coming in for you, okay? That Six of Pentacles is an opportunity, an offer, a financial offer. It could be a contract, it could be a loan, it could be a business, business loan. It could be money coming in through your business, or a pay increase, or a job offer, whatever it might be for you, okay? It is coming, and you are headed towards better times. Things are getting better for you. You're going to have more than enough. But it's all about having that patience and staying grounded through this all. So just remember that temperance energy, right? Staying grounded, being patient, doing things in moderation, and being sensible as you move forward and make decisions. Because look at these cards, Eight of Wands is coming in. There's movement, choices, and decisions, right? So either you get news or things start to manifest for you, and you're going to have to shift, right? You're going to have to be flexible. And that the reading is about being flexible and adapting with these changes, because the changes are definitely moving you. Might have been slow, but it's moving to a firm foundation. You're taking action towards this firm foundation, okay? Again, material and money changes, there it is. Having hope and knowing that whatever blockages you had is going to be removed and things are going to move forward. So it's time for you to take that wand. Here we have being patient and being enlightened through the process. And as things evolve and as things become unblocked, you start to move forward. That's when things start to really blow up for you. But let's clarify, okay? And let's see what Spirit is really trying to say. All right, Divine Universe, Holy Spirit, and Guardian Angels, clarify this reading for Gemini. And clarify without honesty and integrity for Gemini, the zodiac sign of Gemini. And I am using the Revelations Tarot deck today. Let's clarify this reading, please. What additional guidance can we give them? Clarity. Let's give them the clarity that they need. Zodiac sign of Gemini, please. What is this death card all about for Gemini? This death card, what is this all about for Gemini, please? Death card for Gemini. What is this all about, please? Death card for Gemini. Death card for Gemini. What is this all about, please? Let me shuffle, because they're jumping in, they're jumping out, jumping back in. Or a chunk wants to fall out. Okay, I love it, the Magician. So we're clarifying that death card, and you have the Magician, and that's definitely, your element. That is your energy. It's about positive new beginnings and new ventures, new journeys, new opportunities that are coming for you. So there are new things to come, and I feel like you need to just move forward, because it's going to create you in a fresh start, a new start for some of you. So the change that's happening is definitely allowing you to have a fresh new start. And yes, it might be slower for some than others, but that's okay, because the end result is long term. Okay, it is definitely long term. All right, let's talk about the Eight of Wands, please. What is this Eight of Wands all about? The World card. Wow, you have the World twice now. So what does that talk about? That talks about a completion, right? So things are manifesting for you where things are going to, you're going to end a cycle and create a new one. It's almost like that, right? Things coming full circle, being fulfilled, and having closure of contracts and agreements, okay? So a new door is opening, and the celebration definitely begins here for you, okay? So if you've been disappointed, if you've had, things not work out in your favor, there's a reason for that. Don't see it as a negative, even though I know it's hard. Don't see it as, this always happens to me. I have bad luck. Nothing ever good comes out of, trust me, trust and believe. I'm there with you. I feel you. I know. I'm not just saying it. I'm not just reading these cards to read them to you. I'm experiencing the same things. Okay? But know that the world is going to be opening it up and something great is coming up. Look at that, the Nine of Cups. Something great is coming up for you. That Nine of Cups talks about what? A wish fulfillment. That talks about, being content and having success and your dreams coming to reality. What you're trying to manifest is becoming your reality here. Okay? So there it is. Now let's talk about this Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles for Gemini. What is this Knight of Pentacles about for Gemini, please? What is this about? Wow. Death. So now we have the Death card twice. Scorpio energy. And this is crazy because that Knight of Pentacles is slow-moving energy, right? But the Death card says no. It's going to be quick. So what has been really slow in progress, it's coming to an end. Difficult times is coming to an end. There's major changes ahead. Major changes in relationships, in journeys, in just, in whatever, however this resonates with you. Okay. But there's definitely some major changes coming up for you. Wow, you guys. This is a very, I'm getting chills, a very strong, deep reading. I know it's definitely speaking to me, and I hope it's speaking to you as well. Let's talk about the world. Let's talk about the world, please, for Gemini. What is this world about for Gemini? So, wow, these changes. Big changes, decisions and choices, right? Wow, like this, yeah, I just feel like things are really, wow, okay. The Lover's card. Here we are. We're talking about the World card, and there it is. Gemini, you are going to be going through some changes here, okay? You are going to be going through some serious changes. You're going to have to make some decisions and choices, and it's going to mark an ending of a difficult situation. You also have the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. Be clear about what it is you want and speak the truth. Speak what you want into the existence, right? Or whoever you need to communicate with. Be very logical. But I feel like, you're very practical when you deal with things. And I feel like you're just like, okay, this is it, right? This is what I want. Then you have the Six of Pentacles here, where it talks about, I like the Six of Pentacles because look at all the coins he has stacked up behind him, because this opportunity that's coming in is definitely going to allow you to have more, way more than enough. That Six of Pentacles is like a wealth of things, okay? A wealth of things, abundance, promotions, offers, definitely being able to have more than enough. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles. Like, okay, I can't make this up, okay? I just can't. The Ace of Pentacles is about a new beginning, but it's also about prosperity and abundance. It's about material growth in a very big way, in a very fast way, new opportunities. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles. There it is. You've been really working hard for this. You've been building this up, right? You have goals, you have ambitions, you've worked hard for this, your focus is there, and I see it happening. I see things expanding in a very big way, not only with your personal self, not only you, but all around you, right? Your finances, your successes, your foundation, building that firm foundation, having those changes come up. Here it is. Wow. Wow. I hope that, you all experience this as well. And if you, have a hard, if you have if you're hitting a hard patch, like bump in the road, you're not the only one. Stand strong, have courage. Say, okay, that just wasn't meant for me, and I know that there's something better. See it in that light rather than why can't I get a job? Because sometimes I fall that way. I'm not going to sit here and be perfect. No, sometimes I beat myself up. Like, why are they not giving me an opportunity? Like, I have the experience, like, and I get frustrated because I applied to jobs all over the states. I'm not kidding. Everywhere. And then I never get an opportunity, even though I have the experience. I don't even get a phone call. Like, I only get the rejection email. and it wears you down. It wears you down, and it makes you lose hope. But you got to pick yourself up. If you're in that situation, that star card, have hope, have faith, and know that things are going to work out for you. Okay? And I know this is a long-winded thing, but I just want you to know you're not alone. I'm here with you. There's some big changes coming. You're going to have a firm foundation coming up where you're going to not have to worry about this anymore. So keep your head up, stand strong, and that's probably why I saw the image of the strength card in my mind's eye when I was shuffling, because Spirit was saying to have the strength and the courage to persevere, overcome the challenges, overcome the disappointment, overcome the rejections, because there's something better for you, okay? There is something bigger and better for you. You cannot let this bring you down. And yes, I get it. You got bills to pay. I'm there with you. Trust me. Unemployment pays nothing. I don't understand how unemployment, and I'm going to be very transparent. There's another card that came out, but very transparent with you. Unemployment pays me $2,000 a month. Rent is $2,500 a month. YouTube, I get about $200, give and take. That doesn't equal to nothing. How are people supposed to survive? You do the math, okay? But look at this. The Ace of Cups is just a bonus card that came up and said, don't worry, your cup is going to be overflowing. Do not worry, okay? Because this new beginning is coming up and your cup is overflowing with joy, with happiness, abundance, a new beginning, new relationships, new foundation, things that are going to just bring absolute joy and smiles to your face, okay? There it is. I hope this was insightful. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Comment below. Thank you so much, Gemini, for all your subscribes, for your likes, your comments. You're the one, Gemini, you are the one, the only one that has really built my channel up. And I'm not kidding. If you go look at all the videos and look at all the signs, you will see that you have the highest views, the highest likes, the highest comments. Thank you so much. I truly, truly appreciate it. And, again, just thank you. Thank you for supporting me here. Thank you for supporting my online business where I hand make, crochet, and embroider all the items. And I hope and pray for each and one of you that you have the strength and courage to persevere. There's something great happening here. There is something good here. I can't make this up. It's all here, okay? I hope you receive it. Let me know in the comments below that you're open to receiving this new blessing, and we'll talk soon.